Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment. Wake your glass up. With the cup this evening. Had to get me some coffee. Peace, y'all. What's going on? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you all for being in here. Today is January 7th, 2025. The time is now 7:30 p.m. That is the lovely time. That is in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. So that is Eastern Standard Time. I am your humble host, Kofa. K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa, easy to say, easy to spell, right there on the screen. Once again, this is G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. This is where we help men find a positive fuck it. Go ahead and get the housekeeping out the way. You know how to use Cash Apps. You know how to use PayPals. It's up there on the screen. You've been in these YouTube streets long enough. You also know how to use Super Chats. I don't like to shake my tin cup all the time because I'm really doing this I'm doing it for the love, not the likes. But again, when you come in, hit the like button. The like button is free. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit the like button. I appreciate y'all being in here. Let me see who we got in here so far. We got brother Malika in the building. What's going on, good brother? And brother Derek Gaines in the building. Appreciate it.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
As y'all can see, the studio got a kind of new look. Picture still back there. I'm adjusting some stuff. I'm moving it around, which again is why I really haven't been doing it like I said I was going to do it. That's my apologies again. I am back in Atlanta. We are going to cook more, but I had to get the house taken care of. I got another video to show y'all about the home improvement I've been doing. Salute to Broker Traditions. He came by, chopped it up for a minute, him and Mama Lex. So again, thank everybody in the building. We got the housekeeping out the way. Also got a new camera. It seems to be kind of glitchy on my end. Hopefully it's good on y'all end. Hopefully y'all hear me clearly. But let me go ahead and hit y'all with Randy before we get going.
It's so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful, give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And
yes, you are so lovely. Bring it back on me. Hold up real quick. You can get this at G.R.O.W.T.H merch. You see, wake your glass up. It is a good mug. I know a couple people them ordered them over the last couple of days for the holidays and stuff like that. So I appreciate everybody who did donate to the channel by way of purchasing merchandise. I'm going to be working on some new stuff coming out for the summer as well. All right, let's get to cooking. Rickey Smiley. First of all, start with me. Y'all know I just found out last year that I have a 2-year-old son. Rickey Smiley came out a couple of days ago and said that he found out that he has 5-year-old daughters. We'll get into the video. Being blindsided like this usually falls on the man to pick it up, as always, do the heavy lifting, start doing the work to try to make up for the lost time. Two people we often leave out is the mother. She gets off scot-free because, oh, I didn't know. I really thought that. XYZ, several other excuses, and it can get deeper. The other person we always leave out is the other man that thought he was the father. Being that Rickey Smiley is a celebrity, a lot of people are going to agree with him, be on his side, congratulate him, all that good shit. Nobody's thinking about that other guy who has been raising these girls, fighting for these girls for the last 5 years. But I'm going to give you both perspectives from Rickey Smiley and the brother, I believe his name is Nehemiah. He also dropped a video and spoke about the whole situation and his viewpoint on it. But it's imperative, brothers, get the blood test. Get the DNA test. She is going to be mad. I do not give a fuck. It is 2025 now. And I hate when people put the year on something and be like, oh man, it's 19 such and such. Man, it's 2007. Man, y'all still doing it. It's 2025. And here we are. Brothers still afraid to ask or demand a paternity test. Years go by. Things like this come up. I told y'all what happened to me. I gave y'all, for those new viewers, thank y'all. I had a couple of new subs. For anybody catching me live for the first time, go back a couple of weeks, well, a couple of months now, but a couple of videos, lives. I did a 2-3 hour live telling as much as I could about my personal story of finding out that I have a 2-year-old son. Thinking I was done having kids, Then me and my ex got back together in the throes of passion. That's on me. But I did not ask to be lied to about an abortion and her keeping my child away from me. So I know how that shit feels when it's done in a dirty way. Granted, some people may be thinking, oh, okay, well, she was fucking with this guy and she was fucking with that one. Well, y'all men do it all the time. But ladies, this is what happens. This is what happens. And nobody talks about the damage to the children. Before we get to the videos, I hear y'all coming in with the comments. Let me slide over here real quick. Where we at? Brother Malika hit me. He says, Kofa, I hope all is well with your family, and I hope little Kofa is doing and growing well. He is, bro. That boy has gone from, so when did I get him? In the beginning of August. He has gone from a size 6 shoe to now he's in a 9, probably tapping on a 10. Yep. Wow, indeed, Malika, concerning Rickey Smiley story. Wow, indeed. Brother Corey Joe hit me up. He says, I made it. But Corey Joe hit me up a couple weeks ago. He was like, bro, I want to use one of your videos for my YouTube. Corey, you've been rocking with me from jump, bro. I never thought I would have somebody in my comments or on my channel that I could actually say that to. Bro, you've been fucking with me from the beginning. You can use whatever you want. That goes for everybody in the chat. Use whatever you want from my channel. If you feel like it's going to make a brother better, or when I say brother, I mean a man, period, regardless of race. I really don't care. But if you feel like it's going to make a brother better, in particular a black man, you have free reign to use my content. Because guess what? Somebody's going to take my content without asking, and then they're going to shit on your boy. But it's okay.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Because I'm still be over here cooking like only I can do. And that's not no big head statement, because I can't be y'all and you can't be me. Say it. New saying, be yourself. Everybody else is taken.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So make sure if you just take my content, make sure it's going to be beneficial to somebody, because that's what I honestly try to give y'all. Most of the time we chopping it up. I don't have a lot of show notes and stuff like that. That's why I say I really do it for the love. I don't do it for the likes. But appreciate you being in here, Corey Joe. BT in the building. Says, Happy New Year, Kofa, Crown, and chat. Crown is my son, by the way, if y'all don't know. Salute to be trolling. Look, I ain't even gonna share that story. I'm gonna let him tell that story next time we on camera together, if he remembers. Broken tradition, be trolling, aka LaRon, Real Rat Ron. This man is a troll in real life. He trolls his own wife.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You're a terrible person, LaRon. Let's keep going. I just thought about some of the shit we were talking about when he was over here. DG in the building. He says, I know at one time I was out there, it wouldn't surprise me if I had a child out there I didn't know about. And bro, and that's the thing. If you was out there wilding, but a lot of times this stuff happens and the guy genuinely thinks he's the father. If you know you was a young boy and you was running them streets and this, that, and the third, or again, or you're a passport bro, or you're in the military and you have a fling and this, that, and the third, cool. Shit like that happens. Just like the women get pregnant. I'm not even shunning the women. The action afterward is what I don't like. Because a lot of these women know they have children, but they were out there wilding so much, they have no idea who the father is. So it ain't even about you being embarrassed, sis. It's not even about that man not paying child support and not taking care of his seed. It's the damage that you do to your own child. So DG, if somebody pop up and you got some kids like that, bro, just take care of your responsibility. That's all I can say. I don't know. I can't tell another man what to do. I'm looking over this way because I'm looking at the chat like I'm talking to y'all. But I can't tell another man what to do. Because there was a slight moment in time I really thought about signing over my rights. And then I snapped out of that shit quick. I even told my father. But I snapped out of it real quick. Because I was like, the reason why she called, her losing the kids, I can't leave my son over there for 18 years, especially after I found out he was mine. That thought wasn't there anymore. I was emotional when I thought about that shit, because again, out of the blue, ain't seen this woman in 3 years. I get a text message, we need to talk about our son. Matter of fact, an IG message. We need to talk about our son. Only for me to find out. I'll get to that part of the story. For those that missed it, I'm gonna drop those little tidbits in there because again, I know what this situation feels like. Before I go off on a tangent. Corey Joe says he's sorry, Mr. Book Club, BT. Let me keep going. Corey Joe says, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, bro. Like, real talk. BT says, the new setup look fire, Kofa. I appreciate it, bro. I'm still working on the lighting. You see, I got some trash and stuff still over there on top of my little refrigerator here in my office, but the picture's still by there. I'm gonna make it look nice. But hell, bro, you saw how my house looked. I told y'all, BT know me for real. Like, BT and the wife swung by. I was like, look, I'll give you the tour because his wife hasn't been by. I was like, I'll give you the tour, sis, but my house is fucked up right now. Me coming back and forth and moving and taking out clothes and this, that, and the third. So, like a hurricane went through my house, but I'm slowly getting it cleaned up. Look, he's talking about make me want to step my game up, bruh. I'm chasing you. You the whole reason I got this new camera. Let me see. Corey Joe says, damn, that's a good one. And the truth comes out. Always, bro. Always comes out. DJ with the $5 super chat. Let me go ahead and hit you with it. And that's the wrong button. Bring it back on me, I think. Hold on. Oh shit, I done fucked something up. Bam, there I go. My bad. With the $5 super chat. I don't know what the hell I hit. Instead of the 5, bro, I'm gonna give you the 20.
Let me borrow $20 to the mall.
I need $15 more, DG. I'm just playing, man. I appreciate the 5 spot. What did he say? He said, for your next cigar, but let's go to Cuba and get the real ones. We could use your military ID to get free tickets there and back. Shit. They'll probably stop me at the border with a military license. Where we at? Let's see. DG says, you know I will. Cordial says, I don't know what I'm lost on. I might be lost. But anyway, let's get into these videos. Are you talking about the picture I brought up, Corey Joe? Yeah, I lost myself. I hit the wrong button. I don't know what the hell I hit. But let's get into these videos, man. We're going to hear from both men. I'm going to run through Rickey's responses first and just kind of point out some things. So let's go. First video.
Right before the 1-year anniversary of my son's death, I found out I have 5-year-old, identical twin, beautiful daughters. Identical twin daughters. I got a phone call from an ex-girlfriend. She went to court, found out that those identical twin daughters was not her ex-boyfriend. The whole time, here they are my biological daughter.
Let me just clear up the moment, y'all. Rickey just announced that he has surprise twins, and he just found out.
Ready for this? Been knowing them their whole life. They've been coming over to Grayson's birthday parties and play dates, playing on the swing set, all of that stuff. Phone calls when they were sick. What should I do? Should I give them this?
You did not feel any sort of connection. You did not see anything that's like, dang, that reminds me of me, or that reminds me of my son or my daughter.
Yeah, I just thought, since I was, old.
That's part one. I'm gonna let it finish out.
That I had no idea because I haven't had no kids since Malik.
Yeah.
When I tell you that's the first time I saw the sun again, during that dark hour, the sun came back out.
How old were they when you found out you were the father?
4, almost 5. And on their 5th birthday, I went into their house as their father.
Bring it back on me. I'm gonna let another video play, but I want y'all to remember what's said when Rickey is speaking. Let me get BT's comment real quick. BT says, shout out to Smitty and D. That's the podcast he was on, that Rickey Smiley was on. He says, they are based here in Atlanta. Yes, they are. My homeboy Josh Powell, salute to him. He was on their episode, kind of kicked up a dust storm himself. That's a whole nother video, a whole nother topic I might touch on at a later date, maybe or maybe not. And thank you, BT, because I was damn sure about to ask what the podcast name was, because I can never fucking remember it. Probably because it's just something so simple. But shout out to Smitty and D. Sound like my next door neighbors and shit. Salute to them. But I'm gonna go to this next video of Rickey Smiley, and then I want you to remember what's being said by Rickey Smiley. Then I'm gonna play Nehemiah's thing, because then I'm gonna point some stuff out. But let's get Rickey Smiley's take again.
On the 1 year anniversary of my son's death, God was like, here you go. And they have definitely been a blessing to my life. I call them lifesavers, along with my granddaughter, Denver. But my twins, I actually call them lifesavers. I think they really saved my life. Kept me distracted, gave me something to do, something to look forward to. And it's been nothing but awesome. The co-parenting is top tier. And it's been nothing but fun, nothing but laughs, hugs, kisses. You know, and everybody that left a positive comment, I really want to thank you. You know, of course, I seen some Section 8 element comments or whatever, people that want to take that blessing and turn it into mess, or just something that they could talk about and blog about, all that stuff. But man, God moved in mysterious ways, and I just count it all joy. Thank y'all so much. And more videos to come, more pictures to come. It's brought me a lot of joy. I hope it brought some joy to your life. But if we get nothing else out of this message, that God will give you double for your trouble.
Bring it back on me. Want you to pay attention to what he was saying about the negative comments and people want to use them for their vlogs and stuff like that, and the injection of God all the time. We forget, again, there's another man on the side of that. I told y'all I was going to sprinkle in some of my story. When I was trying to figure out if I actually had a son, one of the first people I reached out to was my ex's ex-husband. I had to reach out to another man to find out, hey, bro, is there any potential that you could be the father of this little boy and old girl is fucking with me? Notice I said her ex-husband. This was her second marriage. Third that she had fucked up. She married him after we broke up. Went right to him, got married and all that. So that lets you know the cycle she was on. Now, mind you, I know Rickey Smiley's is different. I'm just telling you what to look out for me in the possibility. She was living in my house. I already told y'all that, with her boys. And she still found time to fuck with at least 2 more other people, because she had convinced 2 more other grown men that they were my son's father. I was the third man that she reached out to. I found that out over time. So I wasn't, even though he is biologically mine, I got the blood test. I didn't find that shit out until after the blood test. I was potential number 3, but the actual father. So while she's living with me, I'm taking care of her kids. She still found time to fuck 2 other men. In close enough proximity, I want you to pay attention to the timeline. In close enough proximity of us doing our thing to where these men were able to be convinced that they were potential fathers for what ultimately ended up being my son. Notice again what Rickey said. So him and the old girl must have broke up amicably or whatever the case, or still been doing their thing. We're going to get the Nehemiah's video in a second. They still must have been doing their thing, because he's been Uncle Rickey, right? Picking up the phone. His words, not mine. What do I need to do when they sick? They have this going on. Oh, this birthday party is going on. This play date is going on. So he's watched these girls grow up, but nobody ever said anything about him potentially being the father, which again points out that she was fucking Rickey Smiley and Nehemiah within a close enough proximity to where this other man thought those were his babies for 5 years. But Rickey Smiley ultimately ended up being the father. Because people think men are just straight up stupid. Like, oh man, you just see some pussy and you lose your goddamn mind. There's brothers out there like that. But most of us aren't. We're going to ask some questions. We're going to feel away. Hey, I need this. What the fuck you mean you still talking to that nigga? At the least. At the least, got to text, my bad. What you mean you still talking to him? I thought you know what the fuck? I don't give a fuck about you being cool with his family. You ain't going over there. Something is going to come up to where we start questioning and looking at these kids. So Shawty must have played this one type smooth, or had him convinced ain't no way that Rickey the daddy. You the daddy, you the daddy, as we'll hear from him in a second. But let me get to y'all comments. I hear y'all coming in here cooking. Where did I leave off? Brother Malika says, Kofa, it's funny. Only the responsible men with resources, and simps get the oops baby. Leftover older black women's and their bad ass kids. That's what we're supposed to get. And I was in that mind state where I am today. I was turning into this version of Kofa about 3 years ago. I was becoming him. I was almost there. Almost wasn't good enough, because that was the night I slipped up. God bless my son. I'm glad he's here. I'm finna fight for this little motherfucker like nobody's business. I'm getting my goddamn son. But I know the fight that I got on the other side. I don't wish that shit on nobody. But I'm not gonna complain about it. Why? Because some other man out there has it worse. I'm just a voice and a catalyst for a lot of shit that men are going through that people do not see. You have no idea. Y'all have no clue how many people stopped fucking with me when I started YouTube. When I started talking openly. I'm talking about people I'd have known since itty bitty, since childhood. Day one, day zeros. Because they don't like how I talk. Then when I give them facts, data, statistics, and I give them an example, that's not good enough. They just think I'm brainwashed by Kevin Samuels.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
People genuinely in real life, when these cameras and these microphones get cut off, nobody really genuinely takes interest in what the fuck black men are doing every day to make shit happen. Let me keep on going. Remind me to tell y'all a story about Chris Trucker before I get up out of here. To drive that point home that nobody's thinking about black men when they don't see us. Remember Chris Trucker, my boy, he be in the chat sometimes, salute to him, but remind me to tell you a story about him before we get up out of here at the end of the night. Corey Joe says, I heard a little of what's really going on. Brother Blaze with the 20 spot, bro. I appreciate you being in here. Know your black ass came to troll. Not even going to read your comment before I hit you with this is personally yours, Brother Blaze. This is yours.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
And this one.
Who is this person who speaks to me as though I needed his advice?
Salute to Brother Blaze in the building with the 20 spot. Let me go and hit you with this one as well, brother.
Let me borrow $20 to the mall.
Bring it back on me. Now I'm going to read your comment, Blaze, because I know you in here talking shit. Well. New year, new camera. Looking good, Kofa. Everybody make sure you like and enjoy the stream. We won't be seeing Kofa for another 6 months after this. I knew your black ass was going to come in here trolling, bro, but I love you in a damn way. Salute, man. Thank you for being in here. Thank you for the 20 spot. Of course, Corey Joe. Corey Joe be low-key trolling. He be the cat laughing in the room. Corey Joe, the nigga you look at, oh, it's funny, nigga. It's like that. That's Corey Joe. He gonna hype y'all up. And of course, the Troll King says, laughing my ass off. Happy New Year, Blade, brother. Happy New Year to everybody. Corey Joe says, why people always using God and they bullshit, bruh. I'm convinced that's like a black thing. And I really be trying hard not to be like, man, black folks the only ones. I'm really thinking that's us, bro. And old boy Nehemiah is gonna get into that as well. Where we at? DG says, right, Corey Joe. DG also says, makes no sense what he just said. That's not in the Bible. But what is, your sin will find you out.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
DG, let me find out you over there preaching, bro. Let me find out you preaching. Then he says, Rick is trash, bro. Is what it is, bro. I've heard things good and bad about Rickey Smiley. I've known people that met him, known people that went to school with him. I don't know, bro. I genuinely don't. He might be a solid ass brother. I don't know. But he might also be a famous nigga where can't nobody tell him shit because the people that he typically dealing with, he got more money than. And what black people, how we move, he got money though. At least he got some money though. Seen a clip from Charleston White today. You know I ain't crazy about the nigga, but he do be dropping gems. I'm not going to hold you. And he said, people don't look for the truth. People look for who they like. They're going to believe that what the person they like is saying is the truth. So I got to go ahead and give him one of those.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
People don't look for who they like. Look for the truth. They look for who they like. Brother Malika says, Kofa, Rickey is the nice guy sent with resources. His kid's mother played him and the other guy like fools. This is another cautionary tale.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
BT says Chris Trucker was looking like ATL celebrity the other day. Yeah, Chris was fresh. He had just came from Chris had to get a new barber, bro. I'll tell you about that story later, BT. But Chris had to get a new barber. Durf boy in the building, my boy from back in college. Salute, brother, aka 100%.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Corey Joe says, I detected no lies on CW. Who's CW? I'm lost. But if you can see through the injection of God and Christ and all that, we see it all the time. We gonna call everything a blessing, but guess what? There's another man out there that believe in that same Christian God, and he catching smoke right now. He in his feelings right now. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, Malika cooking, bro. Brother Del Monte, green beans in the building. Shout out to you. This isn't towards you, but with your name, I got to play this one.
Got it!
Damn it, that's the wrong one.
Grease.
Oh, let me see.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant.
There we go. That's my button. Shout out to Del Monte Green Beans. I appreciate you being in here, good brother. I had to have a reason to use that drop. Brother JC in the building says, Kofa and good people, salute. JC, we just in here cooking, about to get into the last video of the night. Brother, I appreciate that book. I am officially halfway through. I was speed reading it. I was killing it. And I was like, damn, I missed something. So I got to like chapter 8. Then I had to go back and reread some stuff. So I'm on like right halfway through like chapter 16, 17. So we still good. Go ahead and drop the link for the book as well, JC. Y'all, even if you're not into science fiction and stuff like that, support the brother JC. He's been rocking with me for a long time as well. And this is a good book. I'm not just saying that. Like, I put BT onto it, and there's a part in the book where something takes place in a cabin, and BT was going to the cabin for the holidays. He was like, yeah, nigga, I couldn't take that book. Well, you know, BT, he don't use the N-word. That's me. But he was like, yeah, dog, I couldn't take that book with me. Not going to the cabins. Like, I was not reading that book up there. Like, JC did an excellent job of adding detail, not just to the characters, to the scenes where I feel like I'm in that book sometime. And I told JC, like, the day after I started reading the book, so I'm telling him here, when I see him, it's on site. Nigga, I woke up in a cold sweat the first night I read that book and that part about the cabin. So I'm off that. Drop the link, JC. Y'all make sure y'all go grab that book. Where we at? Always good, brother. Always. BT said, JC LLC, it was dope talking about your book with Kofa, bro. Like, straight up, bro. I'm trying to push it as much as I can. I haven't been doing a good job on social media. My bad. But let's get back to this so we can close this out. So you heard from Rickey Smiley. You heard his side of it, being blessed with the daughters. I know that feeling of being blessed with a child as well. However, we have to think about this other man. Because if you don't think about this other man, you cannot keep telling me that you want black men to be these great fathers and be these great leaders and these great examples. Now, it's crazy. Everything goes well, and it's a blessing for Rickey Smiley because he has his bread. So what about the average day-to-day brother, Nehemiah, who we had to learn his name from just because he doesn't have a name for himself. Just an average everyday brother. So let's hear from him.
I appreciate y'all for reaching out to me, man. Cause watching that video is so disgusting, it's wicked. And it triggered me, man. Like, I'll never get over that situation. For 5 years, man, they knew. For 5 years. The mama in on it, the grandma in on it, and the real victims are those twin girls and her oldest daughter. And he been calling her his daughter too, man. It's so crazy, man, but they don't understand. Man, that situation killed me, man. It destroyed me.
I'm gonna pause this one a little bit throughout because it's like almost 4 minutes long. But I want to point out that he's the first person to mention that there was a third daughter, an older daughter that's 16, that he's also been around. But I'm gonna let him. I just wanted to make sure y'all catching this stuff, bro. And I know he come off like kind of country and swaggy and stuff. I've seen this type of bravado before. When a man is actually hurt, dude is doing everything in his power right now not to break down crime, but he ain't gonna let nobody shit on his name either. Kind of seen that type of body language before. He gonna do the, man, this crazy as fuck, man. I can't believe that happened. He gonna come off machismo and bravado, but bruh genuinely hurt, man. So that's just crazy how we just immediately be like, oh, congratulations. Nobody asks about the other guy who thought that was his child. And now he got to adjust. And what about those grandparents? They've been buying gifts, asking to see their grandbaby, all that type of stuff. But he going to get into it. Let's keep going.
They destroyed everything I had going on. Mentally, I was shot. And when I found out about them having their shit going on, that's when she started trying to pull the girls from me and trying to manipulate everybody and saying, oh, Nehemiah don't take care of his kids and all that shit like that. Her and her mama just trying to keep covering it up. Nehemiah, you the dad, you the dad, you the dad. Them your girls, come take care of your girls. Having her dust that home girls, harassing me, and got her, even her brother just passed away, died. And before he died, he was mad at me. He was mad at me thinking I was some hate. And that whole time, bro, I'm like, so I'm trying to be there, I'm trying to fight for my kids, and she just pulling it back. And just denying access and the manipulation, invite my other kids to hang out with the girls, all that. Man, that shit was so, man, why?
Pause it real quick. Again, the family's involved, right? I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a second. I see them coming in. The families are involved, bro. I got kids, you got kids, cool. We could do this blended family because that's what black men have been convinced that's what the fuck we supposed to do. So then brothers accept that shit. Things go left because now you creeping with this nigga over here. I find out about it, and now you start trying to pull our girls away from me. But at the same time, nigga, you better still provide for them. Even though I got another man around doing the same shit. Oh, and he a little bit more famous, so she gonna play that card. We already know how this story go, bro. I just hate that we pretend, no matter how many times it comes up, we pretend like it's the first time every fucking time.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Whether it's a celebrity or not, we love pretending like, oh, that's him. That's an old boy problem. That's his fault. You a grown ass man. This, that, and the third. That's what the way this brother is talking, I genuinely believe his story. He found out they were still fucking around. He said something about it. She started acting funny. Then me and your brother cool. But your brother dies mad at me because he think I'm an ain't shit nigga based off his sister word. How many times I done told y'all it is deeper than romantic relationships. Watch how your grandmama move. Watch how your mama move. Watch how your auntie, your sister, your cousins. It is deeper than romantic relationships. These women these black women that they love throwing in our face saying, oh, y'all raised by us. We do this, that, and the third for y'all. Why y'all hate black women so much? I'm watching how you talk. I'm watching how you move. I'm watching what you're okay with when something bad happens to a solid brother. I'm going to get to y'all comments real quick, and then we're going to keep on letting this roll. Where we at? Brother Malika says, God didn't give him a blessing. God ain't got nothing to do with it. Now you have 2 kids to take care of for 18 years. Did God bless you when you were hitting it raw and shooting up the club?
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Now, the only thing I'm going to disagree with a little bit, Malika, is I do believe children are a blessing from God. I'm not going to hit y'all with a bunch of religion. Told y'all before, I'm Muslim, but I come from the Dave Chappelle school of Islam. I said I was Muslim. I never said I was good at it.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
So I do believe these children are a blessing. However, once man puts his hands on some shit, we'll curse it in a heartbeat. And just like that brother on the screen Nehemiah is talking about, they knew. Or even if they didn't know that they know that they know, they knew it was a possibility. And he on the sideline having to get, now remember, I told y'all, remember what Rickey Smiley said out of his mouth. He said, my ex-girlfriend had to go to court. And then she found out that her ex-boyfriend wasn't the father. Pay attention when people talking. So they had to go to court. So this brother that's on the screen saying, I'm fighting to get my girls, when nothing ever mentioned about child support, he's fighting to get his girls because he thought that they was his girls. Then the paternity test comes out. But maybe they did the paternity test as part of child support or to see. But either way, that brother's in court. He has to willingly or be court ordered to give up his DNA. But they're in court when she finds out that the kids aren't his. So 9 times out of 10, if they read that shit in court, he was there. Because once the results come back, you either got to show up in the court or they're going to send you the results directly to you. Ask me how I fucking know.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Because I could have opted to wait until we got to court to get the paternity test read out loud for my son. But I took the option of, I want this shit back as soon as possible. So again, I'm believing this brother's story on the screen right now. BT been on this all day. When I broke it to BT, he was like, bro, how he looked like Rickey Smiley. Some of these women have a type too. Don't let them confuse you on brothers. A lot of these ladies have a type as well. Let's keep going. Where we at? BT says, with all due respect, he looked like he would play Rickey Smiley in a Rickey Smiley to be biopic.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Blaze Stupid said, that's Richard Smiley. Oh shit. Corey Joe says, I haven't heard the story. Now this is all the things you talk about, bro. Bingo. Bingo, Corey. Exactly. Let me see. Delmonte Green says, nah, past 18 years, the lesson isn't over. Never, bro. It's like, it's so many times that this shit happens. There's always going to be some new dude. It's always going to be some new dude. And as far as my situation, again, she had kids at the time. So I'm thinking, I convinced myself, oh shit, we both grown. Because I knew I've grown since that period. And I'm thinking she would be a better person. Don't believe that shit at all, bro. I'm telling you from personal experience. Her being a mother, because black community, the black society has convinced us if she's black, female, and she has a child, that she walks on fucking water. That shit is not.
No.
But wait, it gets worse.
Sometimes them make the worst people. These single moms, because they would do anything, not just for their children, but to get their fucking way. And I let my goddamn guard down, bro. Keys open doors in the building, bro. It's been a little minute, bro. What's going on?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
He says wicked. He also says saw her on Tasha K. You talking about the baby mama? Ghetto as fuck. God almighty. JC with the $5 spot. He says, this is crazy, bro. I don't know what I did with the $5. I'm going to try this $5 spot again. Let me see. There we go. I hit the wrong button before, but I appreciate the 5 spot. He said, yeah, this is crazy. But let's get back to this story, man, so we can go ahead and wrap things up.
That situation killed me, and I know it other people out here too. Not just men. It's these children that's watching. You know what I'm saying? She has an older daughter who I came in and I just tried to love the shit out of that little girl because she lost her father a couple years ago to a motorcycle accident. So I just felt like God had his hands on that whole situation. And I don't want to be the type of dude that come in and it up. She needs to see somebody loving her mama right because her dad can't no longer do it. But when I saw how wicked her mom was and her grandma is, I had to get out the way. So that just gave her mom and her grandma just all the leverage in the world. Nehemiah ain't, he ain't. You see how he treating little sisters? As they were just pulling the girls away from me and lying. And it was too. Yeah, man. It was up, man. Man, I'm gonna say all of this and I'm gonna try to.
I'm gonna pause this real quick. Brothers, stop convincing yourself that because she has children, she's a good person, she's doing the best she can, and you're gonna jump in and help out. Because I was trying to give my daughter, had my daughter out of wedlock when I was 21. I've been trying to give that girl a family, and so every woman that I was dealing with, I was taking kind of serious. That's why I was willing, because again, listening to other people, well, you got a kid, you better stick with the women with kids. So that's what I did, and I still end up with the shit in the stick. You think they call my daughter? You think they check on my daughter? So fuck daddy and fuck my child right along with them. But as men, we're supposed to step in and be these great fucking stepfathers. And no matter how many times we see this fucking story, everybody convince us it's only the first time. Including other men. Oh, it ain't that serious. Their brother has lost time. He has lost money. He lost energy. Again, good dude, because this typically what we do, and that's what they say, nice guys finish last, right? So now this brother's coming in this woman's life when she has a older daughter already. So I'm going to love the shit out of this woman. I'm going to love the shit out of this little girl. She done already lost her daddy. Let me do right by this woman. Time goes on. The woman start creeping. 5 years, she messing with Ricky off and on. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to err on that side. If I'm wrong, then goddamn it, I'm wrong. But what I'm hearing, like bro was saying, they been fucking. At least every now and then. I know he had put up another post too that I'm gonna see if I can find it before I get off here. But he said pretty much she had been his side chick since she was 17. But bruh is disturbed by the shit. Why? Because he done put in the fucking time some shit he can't get back. What I will urge that brother, Nehemiah, if you see this, if anybody in earshot of YouTube or TikTok or whatever knows this brother somehow, some way in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, go get snipped, bro. Tomorrow, hit me up. G.R.O.W.T.H.podcast@gmail.com. Hit me up. I will give you my doctor's number. Painless, in and out. 15 minutes a nut. If you already got kids and you over 35, do not gamble with that shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, because I let simple-minded motherfuckers get in my ear talking about what if you meet your wife and she don't got no kids, or y'all want to have a kid together. Fuck that shit. Go get snipped. And somebody's gonna play this years later and say your daddy ain't want you. They're gonna play this shit for my son. Crown, I love you. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you the same shit. You in a situation like your daddy was, nigga, go get snipped. Everything that I say on this camera, I can say in fucking public. I'm telling brothers this shit for a reason. This is why I don't be haggling about no goddamn super chats and shit like that. I'm just a brother that cares. Again, got a decent camera, decent microphone, and a voice. And I done been through some shit. So I know you going through it, bro. I'm willing to take them hits and be called a sucker, a simp, a bitch, a soft ass nigga, all that shit. Bro, I done been through all that shit. I told y'all, and I'm gonna keep telling y'all. I'm gonna tell you one more time because it's been a while. I do this shit for 3 reasons. 1 is helping me. 2 is helping another man. And 3, you can't whoop my ass like you think you can. So I'm still gonna be talking this shit.
Got it! than fish grease.
Let's continue. Let the brother finish out.
Be done with it for now, because it's an everyday battle, and it's hard for me to even love the person that want to love me. It's hard for me to look at anybody the same, man. They try to sprinkle a little God in it. They try to throw God in it, and you know, everything happened for it. Man, listen. Well, if God did that for a reason, let me tell you something. You better stop doing that. I'm telling y'all better make some laws and some consequences for these women who be doing this, because that her oldest daughter could have lost her mom behind that. The Rickey Smiley that we know, who we adored, and we listen to every day, he could have been on the guy who we all adored, man, and we thought highly of, and nobody's perfect, but to sprinkle your son in that wicked, and to sprinkle a little God in it too, boy, that's dangerous. But he has enough time to make it right, because those girls are 6. Those memories can be erased. He met them at the right time. Well,
pause it real quick. Y'all help me get them likes up. I see I got like 25, 30 watching. I only got like 14 likes. Unless somebody refresh and let me know if I'm on or not. But go ahead and get my likes up. Take your shoes off when you come in the house. Take your shoes off. The like button is free. Appreciate y'all. Go ahead and grab Corey Joe. $10 super chat. He says, Kofa, because some dude moms were single moms, they try to save single mothers who may remind them of their own mothers. I can attest I may have done it unknowingly, notwithstanding I love my wife. Go ahead and hit you with this. ×2.
These last $2.
I appreciate that, Corey Joe. I'm going to read it one more time, but y'all run them likes up for me. He says, Kofa, because some dudes' moms were single moms, they try to save single mothers who may remind them of their own mothers. I can attest I may have done it unknowingly, notwithstanding I love my wife. We all have done shit because we typically, whether you have your father in your life, because I did, we're still raised by women. I don't care how many men are around you. You're still going to be raised by a woman in some capacity. And we tend to see the world and our women specifically through our mother's eyes. So throwing on that cape, being that hero, don't mean shit until you take that loss and then find out nobody wanted you to be a hero at all. But at the same time, you can't leave old girl on the train tracks because somehow, some way you saw her. It's your fault if she get ran over by the train track, even though fuck nigga number 1 over here left her on the train track. They will always find in our community, in general, what I'm noticing, because I know white dudes and other men have gone through it too, but I'm just speaking about, you know, black folks tonight, or in this particular example with Ricky and Nehemiah, they will always find a way to blame a good dude that's fighting. Always. Not the dude who left, not the dude with the money, not the dude without the money. The dude just has enough money, but he can't quite get over the hump, but he can't provide everything, but he ain't broke either. How dare you? How dare you be an average day-to-day good brother? Our women want the elite of the elite of the league. And even after old boy, notice what he said, even after he found out he was still fighting for them girls and had to go to court. Same shit Ricky said. This is why I believe this brother's story. Had to go to court and find out them babies wasn't his. Let's keep cooking.
He's telling y'all now, but at the right time, they're 6. But it's the older girl. She's about 16, 17 now. I just hope that situation don't up, man. I hope it don't give birth to somebody she's not even destined and created to be. Like, that could child up and start looking at people differently. She probably don't even want to hang around her mama no more because she's seeing how they just me over. That ain't cool, man.
Bring it back on me. All jokes and BS aside, what he just said, I have seen that. I went to school, college, with a chick who really didn't fuck with her mama and her grandmama. The dude that raised her wasn't her biological dad. But that motherfucker was lock and step with that man, and he was lock and step with her. That was his baby. That was his bonus baby by raising her. Him and the mama never had any kids. That's the only child that he knew that he had. She wasn't his biological child. Everybody knew that shit. She knew it. He knew it. He came around when she was like 3 or 4. Her mama and the guy split up. He's still there taking care of her. But the way her mama did that, man, and trying to play games and keep her away from him and all that shit, she never appreciated that. Which is a rarity. Because a lot of women will just pick that shit up and start doing the same shit they mamas do. But she never leaned toward that. She stayed on that dude's side because that was who looked out for her. So when it came down to needed something for school, he was there. When it came down to going home for the holidays for school, she went to his crib with his family. It was rare that she went home to her mama or grandmama, because her grandmother helped her mama be on that bullshit with that man. So what Nehemiah just said about that 16, 17-year-old girl is real. It's a possibility. And that's what we got to get back to and letting men know, because we hate doing that shit. We present our women as virtuous and they're never going to do anything like that. Then when it happens, everybody, where am I? Goddamn it. That Thanos snap happened and reality changes. Now all of a sudden everybody's looking at the man like, you didn't know that? Nobody ever lets them know the possibility that these sisters could move like that. That's why I kind of post the vulgar and salacious stuff that I post. Because when brothers talk like this is how I feel about this situation. I don't agree with that. That's not how we need to move. Everybody ignore him. Act like the brother fucking crazy. Any more comments in here? Let me make sure I got Keith's Open Door says, yep, I did the same, bro. So many of us have. Let me make sure I got everybody's super chat tonight. I think I did. Yeah, I appreciate everybody being in here. Blaze is a liar from the gates of hell. We will be back sooner. Again, I had to set this stuff up. More to come this year. Again, I'm going to be giving y'all a glimpse as time goes on, what it looks like me having to fight for my son. So look out for some of those videos. I gave the story. I think Corey Joe said he didn't hear the story, bro. Just whenever you got time, go back a couple of months. It's just a picture of me and my son on the thumbnail. You'll be able to see it. But I'm going to be showing y'all different, videos and stuff of me pretty much being a single dad and what it looks like or what it could look like for you in the court, at least, through my eyes. I haven't got there yet, but I do want to start bringing more people on to interview. So I don't know if y'all saw a boy on IG, but child support is fraud. I want to rock with him. Got a couple other people. So again, I'm just trying to set this shit up right. So again, thank y'all all for being in here. Once again, this has been Growth Talk Entertainment, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. I am your humble host, Kofa, Kofa, not coffee, not Kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell, right there on the screen. I appreciate everybody. Like I always say, I love you. Ain't shit you can do about it. As always, you matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace. See y'all on the next one. Appreciate everybody being in here.